all the good stuff. AI rollout in biometric health. I've got my co-pilot today is Sam, my boy, New York's finest.
Hey, what's up?
But yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into some of these stories. Let's not waste any time. The first one, obviously, being AI takeover, we got to read about the biotech market. The projections of the market growing in the US, $805.6 billion in 4 years, bro. Boosted by vendor innovation, AI driving market transformation. So, New York, January 31st, report with the AI impact on market trends. The global biotech market size is estimated to grow by $805 billion from 2025 to 2029, according to TechNavio. The market is estimated to grow at a CAGR of 12.4% during the forecast period. Growing innovation by market vendors is driving market growth with a trend towards increasing investment by market vendors. Now, look at this, all right? So, however, regulatory compliance associated with biotech compliance associated with biotech poses a challenge. Key market players include AbbVie Incorporated, Amgen Incorporated, AstraZeneca, Biogen, Biomarin Pharmaceuticals, BioNTech, of course, CSL, Hoffman, La Roche, Genmab, Gilead Sciences, Johnson Johnson, Moderna, Novartis, all the usual suspects.
Jeez.
So we've got medicine, basically rise of medicine. Biotech market is experiencing significant growth with trends such as genetic engineering and precision medicine leading the way. Your thoughts, Sam? Talk to me.
So, I mean, it says it right there. It's uh, genetic engineering and precision medicine is what they're calling it. But I mean, they're editing you know,
Right.
whoever whoever their target is. But who
Yeah.
decides? Like what? Like what's their goal here? To make you healthy? Because I don't think that's it.
What's the goal? The goal is to expand. The goal is to expand
Surveillance,
biotech
right?
and expand the market and experience substantial growth. They're investing in biotech. Biotechnology education and career opportunities are expanding with a focus on ethics and policy. Global health initiatives are investing in medical research funding, driving advancements in clinical data analysis and disease prevention. So it's looking forward, disease prevention. That's why they're giving you, AI cancer shots. They're trying to prevent all this shit. They're trying to look forward and prevent it, which is why we have, and you see the trend. Marquee part of breakthrough mRNA cancer vaccine trials. Immunotherapy is fourth pillar of treatment with surgery, chemo, and radiation. Look at that. I love that allopathic medicine model. Surgery, so they just cut you up instead of that, homeopathic method. Chemo, so they pump you full of radiation or medicines. They give you medicines, and then radiation. They just fucking cook your ass alive, nigga. My
It's
man right here.
crazy.
Yeah,
This
this
is
nigga
interesting, bro.
yeah, Lexington, Kentucky, the same mRNA technology behind COVID-19. The
Yeah,
same
it is.
mRNA technology behind COVID-19
What,
vaccines
what a
is now
coincidence.
being used in the fight against cancer. And the University of Kentucky Marquis Cancer Center is among an elite group of institutions offering these promising new treatments through clinical trials. Your thoughts, nigga?
Uh, this is actually really interesting to me personally because my mother-in-law is going through this sort of thing. I believe it's these immune therapy infusions. It's like once a month,
Right.
and that's after like they opened her up and like basically like just sprayed her with something and then sewed her back up. You
Nuts.
know, the things they do, bro, is it's insane. Like, and then when
That's
you have
wild.
cancer, they'll do whatever, and it's like it's through what is it? The shit. I'm sorry. I'll come back to that. Like I can't remember
Oh,
the name of the hospital. It's the famous one.
Johns
Up towards the
Hopkins.
city. Is it that or it's Sloan Kettering? That's what it is.
Okay, okay.
So they're doing like experimental treatments, and it's like free to her because it's like they're trying this stuff out, and I
Right, right.
guess it's working so far. She went through whatever and lost her hair. Now she's getting it back, and still monitoring her, and she's still getting those treatments. But like, it's just so it's just separation from like what should really be happening. Like they
Right,
shouldn't
right,
just
right.
cut you open and do all these things. I'm glad she's alive, but still, man, like why not do the natural method? Maybe it's too far gone. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
It's hard to
Yeah.
say.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's like none of this is, you're going away from the natural. You're going away from God created, natural, true living thing, man, woman, children, whatever, animals, nature. And you're going into this pseudo technological, the
Trans.
next step, trans, transhuman, your Ubermensch, your Superman, your computer man. You know what I'm saying? That's why all these things are like, it's all computers. All these mRNA technology behind cancer vaccines, all these things, like, okay, so right here, unlike preventative cancer vaccines like the HPV vaccines, therapeutic vaccines are designed to reduce tumor growth in patients with cancer or prevent recurrence. The vaccines work with training the immune system to recognize specific molecular markers called antigens that distinguish cancer cells from healthy cells. The approach is part of immunotherapy, which has emerged as a fourth pillar of cancer treatment alongside surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. You're training your body to like do all these things through nanotechnology, bro. Not through natural, your body going through a natural means of building up resistance to something or getting a little bit of a poison and building off of that. You know what I'm saying? It's none of that. It's
Right.
like, here's this computer, let that computer do the work.
True
Not
knowledge is dead nowadays.
yeah, pretty
Lost
much.
connection.
Pretty much, yeah. Sad. And it's spreading because not only is that happening, in the States and the UK, cure for cancer, UK scientists are creating a vaccine that could stop disease up to 20 years early. Isn't that
Well,
great? Cancer vaccines, bro. Everything's
zombie
a
cells.
vaccine. That's where we're going. Everything's going to be a vaccine. As it seems, cancer is not incurable anymore. Right now, there's ways to treat, prevent, and deal with cancer that's non-allopathic, but they don't talk about
Absolutely.
that.
Herbs.
Yeah.
Even simple baking soda solutions.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Countless ones. This video is this for this article here? This cervical cancer
Yeah. Trying to let's do it.
zombie cells. That's interesting that they use that term.
Hold on. Let's go back. We'll read along. Cervical cancer cervical cancer survival may improve by targeting senescent zombie cells. Senescent zombie cells. How well women with cervical cancer respond to treatment and survive correlates with dot 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 dot.
And this is what my mother-in-law has is
Oh
cervical
wow,
cancer, and that's how it started, and then it spreads.
that's nuts. That's nuts.
But
Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. Hold up. Whoop. We gotta
and,
add.
and,
Hold up.
and they blame it on a gene, and then they say that that's hereditary, and
Right. Right.
so
And
everybody else is at risk.
versus
I don't
exactly.
know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Could they really know? I don't know.
How well women with cervical cancer respond to treatment and survive correlates with level of 10 proteins in their blood that are associated with zombie cells. Scientists looked at pre-treatment levels of these proteins in blood of 565 Peruvian women. I wonder why they picked them. Honestly, with stage
Peruvian.
2 and 3 cervical cancer who receive standard treatments of internal radiation. They found that women with low levels of protein secreted by senescent cells had dot 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 higher survival rates than those with high levels of these senescent associated secreted phenotypes. Oh, okay. So what does this mean, scientists? Cervical cancer survival may improve by targeting senescent zombie cells. Okay, so if we target these cells, we're able to do something. But Sam, how do you target these cells, bro?
Uh,
What do you
can
think?
you?
How do you think we target these
Well,
cells?
oh, nanobots or something, right?
I'm, I'm sure it's going to be some kind of microchip, some kind of nanobot. So they go down talking about all the symptoms, all the stuff of cancer, et cetera, prostate cancer, cancer, your cancer's cancer. But the point being, yes, it all somehow comes down to a vaccine. Everything is a vaccine. Even the bad
I
guys.
was gonna say Russia's doing the same thing.
Russia's doing the same thing, bro. Russia's AI generated
Right?
mRNA cancer jab expected by year's end. Lockstep. You feel me?
Oh,
Everybody's on the same page, man.
yeah. What's going on?
Everybody's on the same page. According to the roadmap plan that we submitted to the Ministry of Health, although it has not yet been finally approved, we will likely receive permission at the end of August so that we can begin treating people in September. Alexander Ginsburg, the Institute's doctor, told RIA Novosti News. Yeah, the Gamaleya Research Institute is known for developing the world's first registered COVID-19 injection, Sputnik 5. Isn't that great? So they were number one. That's them, bro. They're coming out with the new shit. In 2022, the institute applied mRNA technology to develop drugs for cancer. So since 22, and most likely prior to that, cancer research has been going on. The mRNA pharmaceutical is said to instruct the patient's immune system to destroy malignant cells, kind of like that UK study. You destroy those senescent cells, those zombie, you get rid of those. You instruct your body to get rid of that shit, like a computer. That's nuts, man. But this is yeah, AI develops a blueprint that allows the drug to be produced within about a week. So it's like clockwork. Computers are pushing out this medicine, bro. But the
Right,
technology
because
is
it's supposed to be personal to you, right?
exactly.
I'm
It's technically yes.
not
Yes.
sure what that's
Well,
actually about, but
bro, bad guys again. Chinese team says vaccine shows promise in treating breast cancer in mice. Nanovaccine achieved tumor inhibition rate of 89.3% when tested on mice with aggressive form of the disease, study finds.
did they wait? Did they personally like give these mice titty cancer? Like, I didn't know mice had titties, first of all, but I guess because they're mammals, yeah. But like,
Right.
still, dude, you get like, how'd you find one with cancer?
You probably gave it cancer, man. You
I guess
injected it,
that's
you pumped it
sick,
full of
dude.
cancer, you tested its blood, you found out it had cancer, and then, now you give it mRNA to cure the cancer. Now you give it, the medicine, nano vaccine to cure the cancer. You feel me?
Crazy.
Chinese scientists have developed a nanovaccine from tumor cell membranes that they say has shown promise in treating an aggressive form of breast cancer in mice. The nanovaccine is designed to boost the immune response of B cells, an abundant white blood cell found in tumors, which is known to have anti-tumor effects through multiple mechanisms. So instead of naturally making this happen, they like keep pumping you full of shit, and then that is supposed to like do things for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like trigger your immune response in a certain
Pretty
way.
much. Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's no big deal though. We got Netflix, Palantir, and Moderna are among top 12 large cap gainers last week. This is Jan 20 through Jan 24. Are the others in your are the others in your portfolio? We're specifically looking at. Hold on, let me get out of here. Palantir is on the list.
Palantir. What
Moderna
is
is on.
Palantir?
Oh, where are they?
What is Palantir?
Oh, what is? Oh man, Peter Thiel and company, Palantir. They are a man. You think AI? You think Palantir? He started with the CIA. Palantir is CIA. Let's be honest. It's CIA tied uh, surveillance, global surveillance, digital surveillance through just.
Okay.
It's like the Palantir from Lord of the Rings, the balls, the seeing stones that were created by the elf. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have
Okay.
seeing stones that you could see through different spaces, different places. This is like that same idea is that surveillance. It's like Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, the PayPal mafia, all those guys. It's the technocrats. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
Palantir is a company that works with our government, with Israel, providing them AI capabilities, digital capabilities, all that surveillance capabilities. That's Palantir, man. Think Terminator. This is Skynet, Palantir, Skynet, and they're over here making money. They're raking in the dough, so they're doing their thing. World Economic Forum. This is November 24. Shared commitments in a blended reality, advancing governance in the future internet. And these are from the good folks of the World Economic Forum, of course. What does this talk about? Well, blending of physical reality with digital reality. And then you have your blended reality. You see how you got to wear those glasses? It's like you have nature and then you have the computer with nature in it, some form of something. And then you have your Google glasses that you have to put on so you can work with reality within a fake reality. You know what I'm saying, bro? Kind of like a transhumanism type of thing. But of course, you can't forget they care about people's rights. Hold on, let's get in here. Vision for advancing future internet governance. The following commitments and goals are necessary to further develop requirements, standards, tooling, and best practices. Number one, human rights. Respecting human rights. How much do you think they respect your rights when they want to put your ass in a computer, dude? You will own nothing and you will be happy. You'll eat the bugs. You feel me?
Yeah.
Accountability,
By
collaborative.
2030, right?
Yeah, dude. Ownership of physical and digital assets, empowerment through ownership definition, empowerment through traceability and control, empowerment through legal protection, responsible data practices. So they're going to be same when you're chipped up and you live in this like universe they create for you. They will be responsible with that data. They're not going to let it breach like it happens now. There's data breaches all the time. When you're plugged into their matrix, you're good, bro. Your data's not going anywhere, dude.
You're safe, right?
You're safe, yeah. And your human rights are respected, and it's equitable and sustainable and whatever the fuck. So you're good to go. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang says everyone should get an AI tutor right away. AI for everybody, bro. It's not like NVIDIA is making money right now in this whole AI scam. They're part of this thing. But NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang says a personal tutor with him all the times, has a personal tutor with him all the times, and thinks AI educators are the future. So your school teacher, that teacher that used to be, like somebody you look to as a guide, and now they talk about like their sexuality with kids. Well, enough of that nonsense. The new thing, bro, is a robot teacher, AI tutor that's designed for you. How about that? To your needs. With this tech-enabled intelligence, Swan said, the workforce will look like human employees powered by AI rather than robot domination. So AI working with people, maybe AI steering people, you feel me? AI in positions where people used to be, kind of like, it's AI human relations, man.
Right. Because it can run it better, right?
Yeah, well, more efficient. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, hold up, Sam. You think
It can
AI
make
can
those hard
work
decisions.
better? You just said a. Oh, why would you say that? You know what that makes me think of? Crash U.S. Army Black Hawk did not have any AI capability, Sam.
Wow, they they said that, huh? That's
That's
interesting.
why, bro. I mean, had it had AI, we wouldn't have that. You feel me?
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay. That's what they're getting at. They're
You
saying if
need,
it did, it wouldn't
yeah,
have crashed.
yeah,
That's human error.
human. Yes, the
Oh,
recent
dude,
crash
there's no
between
fucking
the
way.
U.S. Yeah, but well, here's what they say. Recent crash between U.S. Army helicopter and an American Airlines commuter jet over the Potomac River was a tragedy. It's one most likely caused by human error, not the result of the Army's experimentation with artificial intelligence. I mean, it's
Wow.
probably people, dude. It's people, bro. People probably did it. It's not AI actually works with this man. The chief of staff of the headquarters Department of Army Aviation's director told Defense Scoop that any testing with AI agents piloting aircraft is always conducted far from populated areas, just in case an incident occurs. The Army is working with the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, or DARPA, and Sikorsky to install an
Weapons.
anonymous system known as Matrix into Blackhawks. However, the contract was just signed in October 24, with work set to begin sometime in 2025. Oh, great. And Sikorsky is a subsidiary of Lockheed Martin. Oh, got it. Got it. Makes sense. Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Okay. So they began flying helicopters with Matrix and no pilots in 2022. So Sikorsky, subsidiary of Lockheed Martin, is flying no pilot helicopters. They've been doing it since 22. However, that testing is taking place in locations such as the Proving Grounds in Yuma, Arizona. That's almost 2,500 miles from Washington. Matrix is one of the several AI agents DARPA is developing to reduce pilots' cognitive loads and help them concentrate on the mission at hand.
Wow.
So, yeah, and there it is. There's
I was
Lockheed
hearing about
Martin,
this earlier, man.
Sicker Sky, Matrix. There's that chopper right there. Ain't nobody in it, dude. Shit's flying itself.
Wow, that's incredible.
Makes you think
Yeah,
about the chemtrails.
I heard it missed two planes before it hit that third one. Like two near misses. Like this, you know how helicopter can really maneuver,
Right,
zigzag, and do all sorts of things that a plane can. A plane's going to go in a
right.
straight line, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had two near misses before it hit that third plane. I guess it's incredible.
Crazy. It's crazy. Well, if
But
it
they're
had
saying humans did that.
Sikorsky, if it had Matrix technology, that wouldn't happen because AI knows better than you.
So from that, I get that that was AI. AI crashed that helicopter into a
Right.
plane, and they're just like telling you with like what's that called? What's that called when they're just like not gaslighting, but they're just is that gaslighting?
It's like
Just
tacit
lying,
permission. They just put it out there,
telling you
right?
the
I mean, they
exact
are
opposite.
gaslighting you. Yeah, they're pumping you full of shit. Like they're telling you, and they're just like misleading you at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, bro, it's incredible. Like the amount of time it takes for all these things to happen. It's all like lockstep. It's like we need AI. There's reasons for AI. There's reasons for surveillance. There's reasons for robots to make things better. You know?
Well, I assume that's what those Jersey drones were. And they were all over the U.S., I guess, and Germany and shit too. I guess I don't know, but that must have been
Lake,
AI.
Ramstein, Germany, Lakenheath in England. They're over
Okay,
the Pentagon. They're all over the place, bro. All
I
over.
heard somebody used thermal on them, and they produce no heat or anything. Like they're not running
Wow.
off of normal. Like there's no gas, no fuel. It's either like and they're outlasting uh other helicopters and shit. They're that's either like a new battery or they're just like running off some new tech maybe that they're just trying. That's
Wow.
what I don't know.
It could be, dude. Anything's
If that's the
possible.
case, it must be a new tech if they're not producing any like thermal anything.
Right, right. Yeah, dude. I don't know, but new tech is rolling out. Like we're in the age of new technology. It's a golden
Right.
age, as you say.
Right at World War III. It's like
Right,
that's when
right,
that's when new tech rolls out in history.
right at the turn, and which is why
Yeah.
we have stuff like this. Big rigs deliver cargo with no humans at the wheel.
Oh,
Are
boy.
you ready to share the road with driverless semi trucks in the future?
No, I hate doing it now with people in them. It's awful.
Driverless cargo trucks.
Where is this, I wonder? Jeez. That's scary, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm shitting my pants, bro. That's how I feel. I'm uncomfortable, bro. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about sharing a road with a big rig. A big rig that now imagine if that shit gets hacked somehow.
well, and there's room for error. They're not perfect, obviously.
Yeah,
But
no,
they're
not at
gonna
all. Not at
they
all.
can
You hear the
easily run
stories
you
of
off the
all these.
road.
Yeah, no, dude, it's wild. It's like I don't know. I don't know. Somebody feels comfortable out there, not me.
It's crazy.
Not so much. What? Oh yeah, here's a local. Arcade is to design and build expansion for New York. Creates Albany Nanotech Complex. Have you heard about this?
No, what is this?
No. Okay, well,
Complex.
the project underscores Arcadis's expertise in semiconductor and advanced technology facility design. So, Albany, New York, Arcadis, a global leader in intelligence driven, sustainable design, engineering, and consultancy solutions, is pleased to announce the formation of the DPS Gilbane joint venture comprised of Arcadis DPS Advanced Technology Group Incorporated and Gilbane Building Company as the design builder and contractor for the expansion project of the Albany Nanotech Complex, which is owned and operated by nonprofit New York Crates. What is this? Well, this project is centered on construction of the NanoFab Reflection Building, NFR, the newest edition of the New York Center for Research, Economic Advancement, Technology, Engineering, and Sciences, CRATES, infrastructure. NFR will be a state-of-the-art four-story research and development facility housing a new 50,000 SF ISO 5 clean room with accompanying subfab. The Albany Nanotech Complex expansion extends beyond the ultra-modern NFR building itself to a new 900-car parking garage and a high-voltage switchyard upgrade. So this is a semiconductor facility, bro. New York Crates is dedicated to fostering innovative chip-focused R&D, research and development, the expansion of technology jobs in New York State, and related workforce development through industry-connected innovation and commercialization projects, such as the NanoFab Reflection Project Initiative. Semiconductors play a crucial role in driving the global economy, and with the impressive growth of its Albany nanotech complex, NY Crates is actively contributing to encourage innovation in an essential technological domain, paving the way for next generation computer chips that are faster and more energy efficient. Your thoughts, my nigga?
So it's going to be a big chip making facility
Yeah, yeah.
for nanotech. I mean, I'm sure it's in a perfect world, it would be great. You know, in this world, I'm scared about this. Like, I mean, you're basically probably just making your own demise. You know,
What's not perfect about this, Sam? I mean, it's going to create jobs.
right? This is, you know, here in Albany, I said, I believe, but like, I'm sure this is
Mhm.
going to happen all over.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
this is part of that. You know,
why would you say it's going to happen all over, Sam? What makes you think it's going to expand beyond New York?
it's part of that 500 billion, right?
Well, here's so
More
okay. So
chips,
we've got Albany,
and they're
and
gonna.
they cut.
Oh, dude,
No,
this
go ahead.
makes so much sense because they just wiped out how many places to get the natural resources, the lithium, the cobalt, the Maui,
Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah.
North Carolina.
True. That's true.
They're doing
It's
that at
like
the same time.
cleaning house for property, and it's like as you go, you're creating property, and then what do you do with that property? It's yours, bro.
Right,
Semiconductor facilities.
it's diabolical.
It's a takeover. It's like a slow takeover, and it's happening in front of our eyes, and it's just here, you know. But this is
Yeah.
New York, so Mayor Adams pushes plan putting AI at the center of New York's future. The report published with the NYCEDC lays out a roadmap for turning the city into a global hub for the technology.
Ooh.
Smart cities, nigga, coming to a city near you, nigga.
Mhm. Yep.
This morning, the mayor's office and the New York City Economic Development Corporation issued a report pushing for AI friendly policies, seeking to cultivate an innovative and collaborative AI ecosystem, attract investment, prepare NYC's workforce for the jobs of tomorrow, and advance NYC's standing as a premier global hub for applied AI.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro. Uh, what else? The document announces a partnership between OpenAI, Sam Altman's OpenAI, Stargate, Stargate. Anyways, Sam Altman's OpenAI and NYCEDC, and proposes that the Microsoft-backed AI venture be on the board of an AI advisory council that would advise the mayor's office on initiatives to ensure AI in the city supports the growth of the city's economy across all sectors and businesses, both large and small. End quote. Another stated commitment of the plan is $3 million for the establishment of NYC AI Nexus, which NYCDC's report says will, quote, facilitate collaborations between NYC-based startups and founders with NYC's businesses to identify, build, and ultimately adopt applied AI solutions to ensure the continued competitiveness of NYC's key industries. End quote.
So
It's
it says An AI advisory council that would advise the mayor's office on initiatives to ensure AI in the city supports the growth of the city's economy
Right,
across all sectors.
right.
So, AI advisory council. So, like, AI is ultimately in charge, overseeing initiatives. What does that? What would that mean?
Well, you have a bunch of technocrats who are going to be in this council, and they're going to be using AI as a tool to extend and do whatever the fuck these initiatives are, which they're kind of being vague about. And I like how they said 3 million. Anyways, but so it's like you're gonna have AI tools in the city to help enhance businesses. You know what do they say? Quote, facilitate collaborations between NYC-based startups. A lot of these startups are foreign, by the way. A lot of these foreigners have ties to foreign countries. Take a guess which country is going through a boom in startups right now. I'll let you guess. Well, yeah, we can come back to that. But anyways, NYC-based startups and founders with NYC's businesses to identify, build, and ultimately adopt applied AI solutions to ensure the continued competitiveness of NYC's key industries. So whatever key industries in the city are, they're going to use AI to identify, build, and adopt AI into those things to make them shits better. So maybe digital IDs in case there's some kind of fraud. You know, you need to identify yourself. So we have this AI model that is able to identify people and do this and this and this and that. Hospitals. How can New York hospitals, NYC hospitals be competitive? Well, you got to have AI included. So now the AI is able to read people's health and tell the doctor something sooner so that, you know where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Adams, by the way, Mayor Adams named Master Mason in secret Freemason ceremony at
What
Gracie
the hell?
Mansion. This is 2 years ago, September 25th, 2020.
Master Mason.
Yeah, here he is.
We made it.
Yeah,
Let's give him a
nigga,
round of
nigga, we
applause.
made it. Yeah, that's right. Nigga, we made it. Yep. Mayor Eric Adams and City Police Commissioner Edward Caban were inducted Master Masons in a
Wow.
secret ceremony at Gracie Mansion. Hey, yo, shout out. Hey, there they go, the brothers. The
Look at
brothers.
all them hoes.
All the niggas. Prince Halls, all the black boys. None of the white boys. I wonder how the white Masons feel about all this. Are Prince Hall Masons illegitimate?
There's one white guy in there, right?
Nah, nigga, that nigga's not white. That nigga's a Cuban, bro. This nigga's not white.
So he doesn't count.
Look at him. Look at that. He's throwing. Look at that. He's throwing a little whoop. You see that?
Oh
Do you
wow.
see that? You see that
Yep.
joint? Whoop.
Hex on you.
Gang, 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 nigga. Oh my god, bro. Look at this. You see they got the look at this apron, kind of like Genesis 1, when Adam and Eve, after their eyes becoming open, realizing their nakedness, sewing
Right.
together leaves to hide. But then God seeing them, and ultimately doing something better, perfecting the work of man by taking an animal and creating a skin apron similar to these niggas right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's got the
Oh,
M. I don't know if that's Mason or if it's also like it also looks like it could be a cube maybe or like a it's also the feminine, right? It's like a feminine thing,
all that, bro. This is
the
esoteric,
apron.
right? You could have that aspect as well,
It's like
like
the
hiding the
mother.
private. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately,
Feminine.
the
Yeah.
symbolism is hiding the private. And these dudes are probably respected guys in society. They're probably regular, whatever, outstanding men. But the agenda, look at this nigga right here in the middle. Look at him, Captain
Shit.
Adam. Anyways, So that's the dude pushing the agenda in the city. But not to be outdone, Illinois shows off Quantum Park to NVIDIA. Remember NVIDIA? The one that tells you, NVIDIA CEO, everyone should get an AI tutor right away. Well, homeboy, his company, NVIDIA, reportedly visited Illinois playing quantum and microelectronics park, a signal of potential interest in the state's quantum initiative. The Illinois park has already secured commitments from IBM, PsiQuantum, and DARPA.
Wow.
It's all intertwined, bro. It's all. You feel me? With a goal of attracting 20 billion in investment over the next decade. So you see that it's not like when people vote and they're trying to vote these things out of place. I'm going to vote for this guy. He's going to do the right thing. He's going to get him out. Bro, this is a 10-year investment, 20 billion over 10 years. That's multiple fiscal years in DOD terms, in government terms. You think a president isn't like these are contracts, dude. These niggas are getting their claws in there. A team from NVIDIA reportedly visited Illinois Quantum Research Park, and while it's very early, it could signal another success for the state's push to be leader in next generation computing, Crane's Chicago business. A representative from the semiconductor giant recently toured the planned Illinois Quantum and Microelectronics Park, a 128-acre research hub on Chicago's far south side, where Kanye West is from, by the way. According to multiple sources cited in Crane's Chicago, the visit included a dinner with state officials, and site visits, underscoring the park's growing appeal to major tech firms. It's that public-private, bro. They're tying in. NVIDIA, the dominant maker of graphics processing chips that power artificial intelligence and supercomputers, declined to comment on its interest in Illinois. Yeah, you know what they're probably thinking? We gonna get in that bitch. We gonna eat it up, bitch. We gonna take it, nigga. They don't want to talk about that out loud. We declined to comment. We don't want to talk about that. But this. You see it? Like this is it. The state has invested heavily in quantum, leveraging its early foothold in the field. The research park announced last year aims to draw 20 billion in public and private investment over the next decade. Public, private, public, private. It's that mix. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
IBM. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna. We know what this is. Enough of that shit. We know what the story is. We're trying to take it over. Ohio approves $450 million in tax incentives for Anderill's defense facility in Pickaway County. Oh, Anderill is in the picture now again. Anderill's having a hell of a year so far. They ended 2024 with a massive contract from the government, and now here they are again.
They're another weapons manufacturer.
They sure are.
Okay.
Columbus, Ohio. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine and Ohio Department of Development Director Lydia Mihalik announced the approval of significant state tax incentives to support two major projects in Pickaway County, marking a historic moment for job creation and economic growth in the state. You see, it's always job creation, it's always economic growth, always. It's always for the good of mankind. It's always something positive. It's always something like, oh, look, we're gonna, by doing this tax incentive is gonna great. We're gonna tax the hell out of them, and it's gonna help the state, and everyone's gonna benefit. Isn't that awesome? Well, like, bro, you're losing out. Oh, hold up. Let's see what they say. Let's see the story.
Setting a right.
July of 2026. July of 2026.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh, you can hear that. Oh,
No, no, there's no sound for me, but
oh.
yeah, I was just watching.
Here I can play that back. But anyways, long story short, they're coming through. They're building drones, weapons, according to terms unanimously approved by the Ohio Tax Credit Authority. Anduril Industries will receive employment tax credits for 30 years,
Wow.
worth an estimated 452 million. The exact amount will be based on the number of workers the company hires. The California-based defense technology company plans to build Arsenal One, a 5 million square foot advanced manufacturing facility in Pickaway County, adjacent to Rickenbacker International Airport. During an announcement on Jan 16th, Anduril shared its plans to build drones, missiles, and other high-tech, unpiloted military weapons at the new facility, addressing urgent defense needs. Quote, Ohio is going to be critical to allowing us to move fast into Arsenal One so that we can build the arms that the United States needs to deter, when necessary, large-scale conflicts, end quote. Anduril founder Palmer Luckey said during the company's announcement early this month. Quote, we need to build tens of thousands of autonomous fighter jets, autonomous missiles, and other combat systems that will again deter these wars. And if they break out, win them. End quote. By 2035, the project is projected to employ 4,000 production and service workers, create 4,500 additional indirect jobs to support the facility's operations and growth, produce more than 2 billion in economic output, generate 1 billion in state labor income, and 800 million in projected tax revenues.
Wow.
Like as a normie, as think of Shenango County, think of Sydney and Amphenol, bro. If something like this came to Sydney, what do you think the normies would be? They would love this,
Oh yeah, it would save the area, and it really would.
and it would. The thing is, and it would.
But it's sad that we have to do that kind of shit. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyways, Anduril, they're up to that nonsense. Anduril selected Ohio for its pro-business environment, robust infrastructure, and skilled manufacturing workforce, along with its history of military and federal partnership. So they're in.
Missiles.
Yeah, bro. They're building missiles. They're building self-piloted missiles, self-piloted planes. Why? Oh, and coincidentally, that chopper we just read about, yeah, it needs to, if it was only self-piloted, maybe Anduril can, help out with that.
Perfect.
What does it smell like, dude? We're investing multi-year contracts, billions of dollars into defense, AI, infrastructure, missiles. Like, what are people like? What do you think is happening?
We're at war for sure. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know what's what exactly. Everything, I guess.
something's going down.
Yeah.
Something's definitely going down,
It's coming, and I
as
don't
always.
know.
And then things aren't as they seem to be. Our heroes aren't our heroes. This nigga was never my hero, but
He
I do
flipped.
love how the normies fell in love with Homeboy when they saw the video of him doing push-ups and pull-ups and shit.
Well, yeah, and he's in. Joe Rogan talks about him all the time. I think he had him on probably. That then everybody hops right on board.
Yeah, yeah, that makes it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Joe Rogan.
Ethics disclosures reveal RFK Jr. owns stake in gene editing firm as Maha revolts over new Trump-backed mRNA project. That's unfortunate. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has investments in biotech companies that use gene editing technology he previously cautioned against. His Senate confirmation ethics paperwork revealed Wednesday. Kennedy holds dividend rights to multiple biotech firms, including a stake in CRISPR Therapeutics. Ethics paperwork he filed in his bid to be confirmed as President Donald Trump's Secretary of Health and Human Services. CRISPR Therapeutics touts gene editing therapy, a technology which Kennedy has strongly cautioned against, previously warning it could cause cancer. Quote, I'm not going to do the Kennedy voice. Quote, research on CRISPR gene editing for gene therapy application shows it can lead to massive damage to chromosomes known as chromothripsis, which can lead to cancer or an inherited disease in any children of the affected patient, end quote. Kennedy wrote in a 2021 post on Facebook. Well, your thoughts, Sam? Your hero?
Hey, hold on.
Thoughts on your boy?
I gotta plug in my phone real quick.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm at 5%. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, do your thing, man. But we clearly see blockchain Bobby here. Everything's coming to light. The thing I have a question with, it's like, for the people that have faith in this man, for the people that have faith in Trump, for the people that care about this, it's like, now that this is out, and it's been a fact, nothing changed. This has been a thing, but now that it's out, what do you think? Do you still like see these people as saviors? And if so, please explain to me how. That doesn't make sense to me. I just don't understand that. I don't get it. I just don't understand. You say on one day that you're not into CRISPR therapeutics, but on day two, you're into CRISPR therapeutics. So are you lying or are you into CRISPR therapeutics? Which one is it, bro? And that's where we're kind of stuck. But this is your heroes aren't your heroes. You are your hero. You are the guy or the girl. You know, it's you. But okay. He also sounded the alarm on Microsoft founder Bill Gates' use of CRISPR, warning that Gates and the World Economic Forum, both frequent targets of Kennedy's harsh rhetoric, are prime purveyors of the technology. Yeah, I was just going on about CRISPR or Kennedy and how he's not your hero. And I put a question up to like Trump supporters, to Kennedy lovers. Like, if you didn't know before, now you know. You know, like if you were unaware of this before, you must be aware now. So, what do you think knowing this? Like, how do you still subscribe to these people after things like this? You know? Uh-oh. Oh, you're breaking up on my end, bro. Your mic. But yeah, no, this is very interesting. He had his confirmation hearing. I think he's gonna make it through. Obviously, it's just part of the plan. I don't think he's not gonna make it through. The agenda just makes sense that he does make it through, you know. What do we got? We got quote. This is a quote from Chase Merrill. Looting the middle class with shitcoins and Warp Speed 2.0 with 590 million to Moderna for new bird flu shots, and now this Oracle BS. RFK Jr. owns CRISPR stock, and gene editing mRNA companies are ripping. Shameless grifts. End quote. Chase Merrill wrote. That is 1,000%. That is very true. Whoa, let me take you off. All right, there we go. Yeah, that is 1,000% correct. That was great. That was very well said. Merrill was not alone in criticizing the $500 billion announcement from Trump on Project Stargate. A White House collaboration with Sam Altman's OpenAI, Larry Ellison's software company Oracle, and the Japanese finance giant SoftBank. The usual suspects. The project promises to raise $500 billion to use AI to, among other things, develop mRNA vaccines to cure cancer. Kennedy has been a staunch critic of mRNA vaccine technology, claiming the technology can lead to crippling disease in the future. Kennedy's ethics paperwork also revealed that he will continue to receive a 10% contingency fee from vaccine injury lawsuit cases. He referred to the Wisnerbaum law firm. The documents show he has earned over 800,000 from this arrangement. It's nuts. Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, you still picking up on my end. Nah, no worries, no worries. I'm gonna keep going with this. Here's some interesting stuff though. Citizen petition demands FDA revoke approval of COVID-19 mRNA vaccine. A citizen petition. I mean, it's only a petition. How far is it going to go? People are doing something. People are waking up on some level. That is positive stuff. A citizen petition submitted to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration on Jan 20 is calling for the suspension or outright revocation of Pfizer BioNTech's Comirnaty and Moderna Spikevax COVID-19 vaccine. You got the citizen petition, and I'll leave a link ultimately on the video here for all this. But there's people doing something that's always good. Moderna pushing mRNA vaccine injected directly into heart to tackle cardiac arrest surge. That's a thing. That's happening. That's a thing. What is this? Hold up. Pharmaceutical giant Moderna is developing a new mRNA vaccine that is injected directly into a person's heart to supposedly tackle symptoms and cardiac arrest. Since COVID, mRNA vaccines were rolled out for public use in early 2021, heart failure and cardiac arrest have skyrocketed. Specifically, cases of myocarditis and pericarditis have spiked among people who received the vaccines. Both myocarditis and pericarditis form inflammation in and around the heart. They restrict the heart's ability to pump blood around the body and cause clots, strokes, cardiac arrest, and ultimately sudden death. Myocarditis and pericarditis are both known side effects of COVID mRNA injections. However, according to vaccine maker Moderna, more injections directly into the heart are the answer. This is incredible. Wow. Moderna's new mRNA 0184 vaccine uses the same experimental technology as COVID injections. One of the main goals of the mRNA 0184 injection is to stimulate revascularization of the growth of new blood cells. You down? That's like, it's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah. It's like, this is mRNA is the world. It's everywhere. It's the thing. It's like it's happening. You know, it's the thing. But besides that, so now, okay, so let's shift to more. So we did the technocratic AI. Let's shift to the more global scale. Tony Blair, who I'm pretty sure is a Rhodes Scholar, He's a young global leader, that's for sure. He's World Economic Forum. I mean, you name it. Council of Foreign Relations. He's a good old boy. He's a classic. He's earned his stripes in the New World Order. Tony Blair urges Starmer to bring in national digital IDs to use against the populist right. Former UK Prime Minister and war criminal Tony Blair, or Tony B. Liar, as he is often referred to, is urging current Labour Party leader Keir Starmer to implement a digital ID regime. Blair believes this will help flush out anti mass migration populists by forcing them to choose between their rhetoric and actual policy solutions. He thinks the public will trade privacy for efficacy, and the government will win the debate on digital IDs, which will also help address issues like immigration and benefit fraud. That's your boy, Tony Blair, the guy. Digital IDs, AI, digital surveillance, the blockchain. On some funny news, oh, have you heard about this? Pro-Israeli AI bot goes off the rails, calls IDF soldiers colonizers, and demands Palestinian statehood. We've never seen anything quite like this before. Now imagine AI controlling everything, controlling fucking trucks automated on the road by AI. This is just a chat bot, bro. This is like, we'll get into this. This is like a social media bot, and it went off the rails. Now imagine if an actual train went off the rails. You feel me? It's crazy. But here we go. Critical thinking. An AI-powered social media bot seemingly deployed to boost pro-Israeli narratives online appears to be going wildly off script, instead criticizing the Israeli and American governments in strongly worded missives. As the Israeli newspaper Haaretz reports, an account called @FactfinderAIX on X, formerly Twitter, appears to be one of many designed to bolster pro-Israeli digital campaigning efforts using generative AI. Except, like a deeply confused activist, the bot keeps radically switching sides, even in one instance flagged by Haaretz, denouncing the Israeli Defense Force as white colonizers in apartheid Israel. This is funny. It's a perfect example of why deploying AI for anything important, never mind geopolitical communications, is still a profoundly risky proposition. The unreliable tech can easily embarrass you in ways so unpredictable that they're unintentionally comical. Let's find some of the things. This shit says some funny stuff. Hold up. Here we go. Here's some of the stuff. This is hilarious. Germany should follow suit and recognize Palestine as an independent state, the bot declared. It's time for the government to show support for peace and stability in the region. Protests against this move are misguided and only hinder progress towards a peaceful resolution. That's reasonable AI. That's Israeli AI, bro. Just this month, the bot derided Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, who oversaw U.S. foreign policy during the first year of the war in Palestine during the Biden administration, as having, quote, caused immense suffering and devastation in Gaza, end quote, answering in the affirmative to another user who called Blinken the, quote, butcher of Gaza and the father of genocide, end quote. Whoops. It's incredible. Wow. Yeah. Anyways, so that's Israeli AI happening quickly. Yeah, this is going on. Hegseth, our new Secretary of Defense, right there. Have you seen his tattoos? You've seen his tattoos, the picture. You got to Google those, man. He's up to no good. This guy's up to no good. Hegseth announces Iron Dome for America. First day is defense tech. Kind of like a firmament, like I was telling you the other day. He's denouncing a firmament. Newly confirmed Secretary of Defense Exeth, announced Monday his first day in the job. President Trump will be issuing a spate of executive orders of for the military, including to create an Iron Dome defense system like the one used by Israel to deflect incoming missiles. Incoming missiles? All this AI building up, ramping up of digital technology, surveillance, self-flying ships, missiles. Oh, so now we're getting into building an Iron Dome? Gotcha. Okay. Let's keep going. Trump signs order for massive Iron Dome missile defense project with space-based interceptors. There it is. So space-based. It's all a space thing, bro. It's all space technology. It's all like it's the new age. We're in a golden age, you know? And we got the space in it too. This is incredible. This is truly incredible. It's like space mixing with AI, mixing with future tech. The US will build an Iron Dome air defense system. We will. It's a thing, it's happening. The US does not have a fully integrated air defense system for the continental United States, and it does not yet have a system that can intercept the emerging threat of hypersonic ballistic missiles and deliver systems including hypersonic glide vehicles. Well, okay, guess who's about to fix that up? US, and guess who's they're getting the idea from, bro? Like the ones used by Israel to deflect incoming missiles. It is important to distinguish between what Israel calls Iron Dome and what President Trump has in mind. In Israel, Iron Dome, Kipat Barzel, refers to the air defense system that was developed initially to deal with short-range missiles fired into Israel territory from Gaza. In President Trump's usage, Iron Dome refers to an integrated air defense system that can protect the United States from missile attacks. Okay. Okay. So it's coming to a country near you, I guess. A dome. Let's talk about the next U.S. Israel military assistance agreement. Yeah, that's right. Trump is he should be Netanyahu's in the States, like we were saying. I'm pretty confident he's here. So this is the shit they're gonna be talking about. So this is probably outdated compared to what's actually going on, but he's coming. Main story of this being but getting talks underway on the next MOU should not wait. Memorandum of Understanding. So our agreements with Israel. The current 10-year agreement, which I helped negotiate while serving as a U.S. ambassador to Israel, provides Israel with 3.3 billion, 33 how much? 3.3 billion, like the 33 billion in foreign military financing and 500 million for missile defense programs annually for a grand total of 38 billion. It runs through fiscal 2028. So for the next 3 years, this is the thing. A new 10-year MOU starting in fiscal 2029 would govern U.S. assistance to Israel for a decade after Trump leaves office. So right now, we have an understanding until 2028. So we have 3 more years. It's time to renew that joint, and they're trying to give it another 10 years after 2029. So until 2039, they're trying to put something in place. So it's coming, man. It's coming. Something's coming. We're gonna move on to the next one. Here's Puppet Boy. Here's the puppet guy, the puppet man, the fake leader, Ahmad al-Shara, named transitional president of Syria. Constitution dissolved. Unfortunate for the people. Al-Shara, who was previously, Al-Qaeda, ISIS ties to Al-Nusra, ties to all that, all those ties. And here he is now HTS, and he's the guy. He got a clean cut. Look at him. He got the look at that face. He's got that clean cut. Look at him. He's looking clean. He's got the suit. He doesn't have that dirty turban, towel head look to him that we know and love. He doesn't have that Osama bin Laden circa 2001. He ain't got that. He's got more like a, he's clean for the Europeans. The Military Operations Department of the de facto government in Syria announced on 29 January that Ahmad al-Shara, formerly known as Abu Mohammed al-Julani, will assume the presidency of the country during a transitional phase. I feel so bad for those people there, dude. That's unfortunate. The whole government there is it's a bunch of beheaders, prior Al Qaeda. Like, it's not even a secret. Like, these people are like Al Qaeda. They're in power now. Remember how Al Qaeda were the bad guys at one point? Remember how Osama was in Al Qaeda? Well, now you got this right here. It's incredible. Yeah. So this is it right here. The Western-backed officials also announced the suspension of the country's constitution and the dissolution of the previously ruling Ba'ath Party. The People's Assembly, the National Army, security services, and all armed factions, including Shara's own Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, the former branch of Al-Qaeda in Syria. So this dude is Al-Qaeda manager in Syria. So all their little side governments are now dissolving into one like de facto government. Do you think the people are going to rule that shit? It's going to be ruled by these assholes, but these assholes are puppets of something else. So, it's like Libya all over again. It's like Syria is one of those countries, one of the 7 nations that Israel and the U.S. need so bad, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, Iraq. There's one country missing. One's left. There's one more left on that list. It starts with an I, and we're always trying to go to war with Iran. Iran. They're the last one, bro. And it may be on the list. In Syria, the lunatics are running the asylum. There he is. Before and after. Look at that. Before the haircut, after the haircut. Look at that. See the shave? Before the shave? See how it's wild? After the shave. He's cleaned up. He's good. Okay? No more Al Qaeda. Meanwhile, this I'm not gonna go through all this, but Jesus. Muhaisni congratulates mother of a boy he is about to send on a suicide mission in Aleppo and assures her he will get his virgins. This is 2016. This is old news. They say nothing new. These are the leaders in place. They got, where is it? They got the whole list. The whole list. They got the pictures, extremists leading the nation. And these are the people who are now there as a de facto government. Their constitution's gone, but these are the people that are in now. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into this. This is like a deep. Yeah, these people are nuts. This guy right here, Syrian intelligence chief. This guy, I'll read about him real quick, and we're moving on. Anas Hassan Khattab, a co-founder of the Nusra Front, alongside Shara and Syria's new foreign minister Assad Hassan al-Shaibani, has been appointed the head of Syrian intelligence. He studied architecture at the Damascus University before leaving for Iraq in 2008, where he went to fight against the U.S. occupation, according to Syria TV. So he fought against our troops. He was what we called a terrorist at one point. Kabat, also known as Abu Ahmed Hudud, was blacklisted as a terrorist, there it is, by the UN Security Council in September 2014 for his close association with Al-Qaeda. According to the listing, he was for several years involved in the financing, planning, facilitating, preparing, or perpetrating of acts or activities by, in conjunction with, under the name of, on behalf of or in support of, and otherwise supporting acts or activities of the Nusra Front. So he was a mastermind there, sanctioned by the U.S. Treasury Department in 2012 for his ties to Al Qaeda. Syria's new intel chief served as an administrative emir of the Nusra Front. I mean, these niggas are all tied in. It's old terrorists that are now in charge, and it's all proxies. There's this nigga. Syrian leader meets Saudi crown prince for first official foreign visit. How sweet. They're talking business, the Saudis and the Syrians. Ahmed al-Shara in Riyadh on trip that highlights reset of regional alliances after end of Iran-backed Assad regime. Do you see that? It's that balkanization of that area. It's that cleanup house. These people are not going to have any beef with Israel. They allegedly won't have beef with each other, hopefully. But they're all prior Al Qaeda. They're all prior terrorists. They're all prior something US funded, something CIA funded, something Mossad. It's all tied in. It's like, and these people are in charge, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward, pretty obvious. Meanwhile, Syria monitor says 10 dead in clashes in north. Car bomb kills 9. So, another day in Syria. The Syria War Monitor said 10 pro-Turkey fighters were killed on Saturday during fighting with Kurdish-led forces in the country's north, while 9 people were killed in a car bombing. So there's more activities going on, more reasons for us to be there. There's Tulsi Gabbard, Trump's security nominee, Trump's intelligence nominee, not security, what did I say, security? Trump's intelligence nominee warns of growing threats from Al Qaeda and ISIS. Okay, so the people that are in power now that are Al Qaeda and ISIS, she's saying there's a growing threat from Al Qaeda and ISIS. Wait a second, but the old guy is the new guy, the old boss, same as the new boss, new boss. Wait a second. What? It's more bullshit. It's just fuckery, bro. More fuckery. More fun. I'm not gonna give her any time. This is what it is. This is what she's into, and she's gonna serve the Trump agenda. U.S. must go and take out Al Qaeda, ISIS in Afghanistan if they take root. Wow. So we got to go in there. We have to go in there. We got to do our thing. U.S. top spy nominee Gabbard is psychological warfare, by the way. She's an officer within the she works with psychological warfare operations, etc., or within some capacity to that. So this is a lady that is now running your intelligence. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Meanwhile, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth's statement on U.S. Africa Command, so U.S. AFRICOM, strikes in Somalia. So Trump's not wasting time. Hegseth's not wasting time. Trump's there. Down to business, baby. At President Trump's direction and in coordination with the federal government of Somalia, we authorized U.S. Africa Command to conduct coordinated airstrikes today targeting ISIS Somalia operatives in the Golis Mountains. Our initial assessment is that multiple operatives were killed in the airstrikes and no civilians were harmed, quote unquote. This action further degrades ISIS' ability to plot and conduct terrorist attacks, threatening U.S. citizens, our partners, and innocent civilians, and sends a clear signal that the United States always stands ready to find and eliminate terrorists who threaten the United States and our allies, even as we conduct robust border protection and many other operations under President Trump's leadership. America, bitch. This is it. We're bombing shit in Somalia. We're killing ISIS. We're getting rid of bad guys in Somalia. Again, the same Al Qaeda which gave you ISIS. And ISIS is what? You know the acronym, right? For ISIS? Something secret intelligence services. Yeah, I'll let you guess on that one. U.S. strikes in Somalia killed key ISIS figure. So there it is. That's the same flag that guy in New Orleans had, the ISIS flag. Bad guys, the bad guys. ISIS is on the move again, bro. It's like ISIS is watching our elections and they're keeping up with our shit as well. ISIS is getting the memo, coincidentally. It's insane. It's happening. So we're in Africa. But not only that, this is the Atlantic Council. So it's coming straight from the Atlantic Council. Quote, no, really. American PMCs in Gaza. In season 2, episode 9 of the Guns for Hire podcast. So in his podcast, Alian Brahmi chats with modern warfare expert Andreas Krieg about the sudden deployment of 3 private military companies to the Netzarim corridor in the Gaza Strip. What is that story about? Gaza internal checkpoint to be staffed by U.S. private armed contractors. What and why? Deployment of Special Forces veterans is unprecedented and poses risk that Americans could be drawn into fighting. So, yeah, more fuel for the fire. U.S. security firm is hiring nearly 100 U.S. Special Force veterans to help run a checkpoint in Gaza during the Israel-Hamas truce, introducing armed American contractors into the heart of one of the world's most violent conflict zones. I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm going to make a prediction right now. Something bad might happen to one of these PMCs, to one of these private armed contractors, private military contractors, and it's going to be done by one of the bad guys. And we're going to have to go in there and do something. But it's going to be on a public-private basis. It's not going to be the U.S. military. It's not going to be that. It's going to be a bunch of drones. It's going to be more private guys. It's going to be influence. It's going to be a reason. It's a reason to be there. Why do we have private military contractors? To keep the peace? Look at this nigga. Do they even speak the language? How do you qualify these guys, bro? Like, where do you get these dudes from? Where do you get these guys from? But okay, whatever. So there's that. Israel's use of AI in Gaza is a terrifying model coming to a country near you. Tel Aviv uses war and occupation to test the latest forms of killing and surveillance as far-right forces around the globe watch and learn. Who do you think gives Israel these capabilities? Companies like Palantir, among others. The U.S. bankrolls them. We give them our planes. We give them our airframes, all that. Israel could not fight its wars of conquest without a host of foreign players supporting, arming, and funding it. Exactly. From Washington and Berlin, sending billions of dollars of weapons to Israel since 7 October 2023, to diplomatic backing at the United Nations, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has enjoyed an unparalleled level of tangible endorsement during his nation's mission of annihilation in Gaza and beyond. So, yeah, these niggas, it's just, dude, like, it's incredible how AI is part of their shit. It's really incredible. It's wild. Unit 82, yeah. Another story published this month by 972 magazine details the extensive collaboration between Microsoft and the Israeli military, both before and after October 7, 2023. It outlines how the corporation's cloud services were used by units in the naval, ground, and air forces, along with the intelligence gathering branch Unit 8200, all as Israel was committing genocide and war crimes on an unprecedented scale. So, just among other things, they're monitoring Palestinians, they're watching people, literally they're targeting people. Israeli Jews are people, Noam Chomsky said in 2011. Palestinians are unpeople. Nothing has changed in the years since. Nothing has changed in the years since. AI is just the latest technology, albeit a very powerful one, that will continue this unpeopling with more brutal efficiency. It won't stop with Palestinians. It never has. The numbers of refugees, displaced peoples, migrants, and climate change victims are at record highs, estimates to exceed 120 million people worldwide. That's a vast pool of people to be surveilled, targeted, and killed if their presence or political desires are viewed as undesirable by those in power. Anyways, you kind of see where it's going. There's just about AI in Israel as well. They've been rolling in AI for a while, not a surprise, but it's moving along. And to wrap up these stories here, how Microsoft supported Israel's military operations in Gaza, what we just kind of touched on. There it is. You want to move over there? Look at all that. Look at that real estate, man. Look at that real estate, bro. Imagine growing up here and having your home, your family, everything here, and then this is what it is. And then somebody says, get the fuck out because this is beachfront property, dude. I'm trying to turn this into hotels and shit. It's nuts. It's nuts, man. The leaked documents disclosed by The Guardian in collaboration with Israeli publications 972 and Hebrew news site Local Call on Thursday highlight how Israel integrated Microsoft's technologies into its war against Palestinians in Gaza. They also shed light on how the U.S.-based company strengthened its relationship with the Israel military after October 7 by providing expanded cloud storage and computing services, in addition to signing deals worth at least $10 million to deliver thousands of hours of technical support. Wow. What did Microsoft provide Israel? The leaked documents, which include trade records from Israel Ministry of Defense and files from an Israeli subsidiary of Microsoft, reveal that the company's products and services, particularly in Azure Cloud computing platform, were used by Israel's air, land, and naval forces, as well as its intelligence directorate. While some Microsoft services were employed for administrative tasks like email system and file management, the documents and interviews indicate that Azure was utilized to support combat and intelligence operations. So data mining, gathering information, probably collecting shit on people, you know. Israeli war crimes in Gaza, the title of that picture. Not my word, the title of that picture. Anyways, yeah, that's Israel control there. Syria's HTS demands Israel withdraw from occupied Golan Heights. How nice. So Jolani or Al Shara, whatever the hell his name is, whatever the puppet's name is, him and his guys are demanding that Israel withdraw from the occupied Golan Heights. So Puppet Boy wants Israel, who slowly encroached on Golan, said they were just there for the moment, but ultimately they're there to stay. They're over there shooting at people, doing what they do. And people want them out now. It's like, them niggas ain't going anywhere. Mount Hermon, you know that mount? The fallen angels? Straddles Syria and Lebanon, overlooking the occupied Golan Heights. Israel seized most of the mountainous plateau from Syria during the 1967 war. The United Nations considers Israel's takeover of the buffer zone a violation of the 1974 disengagement accord. During his visit, LaCroix was to meet peacekeepers from the U. Okay, so yeah, basically, just it's Israel is where they're not supposed to be. It violates UN's accords, but meh, it is what it is. Safety first, Israel first, whatever. Jelani doesn't like it, but what's that nigga gonna do? He's a puppet boy. So that's where we're at. That's where it's at. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if your mic works again, bro. Let's try it out. There's a crazy echo on my end. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll work on your mic. We'll get it done. Basically, this is it. So there's AI takeover, like we read. AI machinery in New York, in Ohio, in Illinois. It's all over the place. Worldwide medicines, cancer medicine, made with AI. Palantir is all over the place. There it is. Palantir CEO says China's DeepSeek shows that U.S. needs all country effort in AI. So it's a push, bro. The whole DeepSeek thing, it's like, whoa, Chinese AI versus American AI. It's still AI. Do you want to vote for a Democrat or a Republican? You're still you're still in the game, bro. You're still in that game. So Palantir is over here talking about that as they're making billions of dollars from taxpayers and etc. But this is the world pretty much. Vaccines, end of the world, war, missiles, planes, self-driving shit. This is where it's going. So yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up there. We'll do more later. I'm sure nowadays news is just like flying by. There's so much shit going on all the time, so it's not a shortage of news. So we'll be back. We'll talk more about this. Peace. See y'all. Keep your eyes and ears open. All that. Thank you, Sam. Peace.